Hold on, I'm just checking out if there's any more info on the blue screen crash. Yeah, negative timer. Previous shutdown was unexpected. Okay, so there's an internal error with VirtualBox. I think that's what's I think that's what's crashing it. You know what? There's actually no system logs. How can VirtualBox crash GPU? So apparently the way the kernel drivers work is the kernel driver is always kind of loaded into the background. Yeah, it's hard to tell what specifically went wrong. So it looks like this VirtualBox LWF is constantly giving errors. I'm actually going to look this up because I'm sure other people have had something similar. Okay, you want to see what just triggered me right after restarting the computer? All right, ready for this? All right. All right. So event viewer, right? Lets you view like the administrative events in Windows 10. It's like key for figuring out stuff like crashes or seeing where memory dumps have gone. Event viewer. It brings me to Bing. It searches on the internet for event viewer. When I search event viewer in the Windows 10 search, it can't find the event viewer. Even under apps, it tells me to go to the Microsoft Store. Look at this though. But then if I type in the actual exe name or run command, event VWR, all of a sudden the Windows 10 search can find it. What a fucking joke this operating system is, man. What a fucking joke. And this is supposed to be like easy for users. Okay, there is actually a bunch of stuff about this. I've had this error, ID event 12 for VirtualBox LWF. Same problem. This issue has never appeared before the latest two releases. I should look at actually disabling VirtualBox. So if I actually don't think so if the way kernel memory works is that if VirtualBox overwrites memory, it could technically overwrite to the NVIDIA kernel driver. I have a theory that the VirtualBox driver actually had like a buffer overflow that went into the NVIDIA driver and crashed the NVIDIA driver. It's tags or something. I have same in no maps. I have hex editor. If I write hex, no apps. If I write ws hex, it shows because application don't have hex tag in application file. That's weird because like Ubuntu is normally amazing for searching. Corruption of drivers in memory. So, is there a way for me to disable? Like, is there a way for me to keep VirtualBox on my computer but disable the driver unless I need it? I swear there should be a way to do that. It's not an actual problem, it's got to do with the power settings of the driver. Not sure about that. One user complained about blue screens of deaths and he was ignored. Yeah, I also just had a blue screen of death, so man, I really don't want to uninstall VirtualBox. I really like VirtualBox. But that seems like the obvious solution right now to stopping my system from crashing. This hasn't been solved. I've been having random computer freezes. After looking through my logs, I found the error coming from VBoxNet LWF. Found the problem is still there. The same log text as before. VBox LWF could not be eliminated because it was engaged in another program. There are altogether 5 VirtualBox files in System32. Okay, I want some updates from this guy if it works. Remember, once I removed VirtualBox, I couldn't get rid of the VirtualBox host-only network. Sort board with the next version of VirtualBox. Developers compare code. I've uninstalled VirtualBox and found the freezing problem occurred anyway, but rather seldom. At that time, I used my phone Explorer as a start program. There was nothing whatsoever in the logbook concerning these errors. After having disabled this program as a start object, hasn't been any... Okay. My phone Explorer. What is this? Is freeware. Okay. So apparently this is a purposeful error given out. I'm wondering if I just shouldn't worry about this. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Where is the crash? Previous shutdown was unexpected. Computer rebooted from a bug check. Dump was saved in memory.dump. Okay, so do I want to just take a look inside the dump file, see if there's see if it lists a lists the driver. See, this is really weird because the Windows crash screen literally said like this is what driver is crashing, and now none of the event viewer things are saying what driver crashed it. It's really funny how Windows can like have so many features and it's just fucking useless with all the features. Like they add all these features and they're like they just get in the way. Find what driver caused crash. Damn, dude. I'm just trying to find a way to figure out what Windows driver caused the crash or caused the blue screen. And like I literally know the data is there. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to parse the whole memory dump file just to figure that out. Windows 10 is such a shitty operating system, dude. Like, I wish we still had Windows XP. A patched version of Windows XP would be the fucking best. Oh my god, I can't believe you have to download the whole fucking Windows 10 diagnostic toolkit just to be able to view the memory dumps. Such a fucking shitty operating system, dude. I really should switch to Linux. I really should switch to Linux. Ah, man. I think my next PC, I want to try to go completely Linux. Like, just install Linux right away. That's the only operating system I use. The issue is, as soon as you get started using Windows 10, like, you put stuff on Windows 10, you're like, oh, well, I'll have to reinstall everything if I go to Linux. But it's like... Or I'm also like, I don't want to delete all this stuff on Windows now, and then it'll waste half of my operating system space. It's just such a shitty solution, especially with Windows 11 coming. Like, you know Microsoft is going to force you to upgrade to Windows 11. Like, it's just a question of time until I have advertisements, like, in my start page, like, get separate HDD or SSD and install their Linux. Yeah, but I'm running out of SSD space, and the hard drive is way too slow to run an operating system off of. Actually, I mean, Linux would probably be okay, but I still definitely would want an SSD. I'm running out of space without already having two operating systems, so I'm really curious what caused the crash there. Is released, as I hear the beta is out for Windows 10. Huh. It completely closed the files I had opened before. So then I guess I could actually render these in the same pass as everything else. Yeah, with the transparent objects. Actually, yeah, there's no reason why I can't do that, I don't think so. So now let's make a shader for that. Let's see if this works. Is this anti-aliasing? Oh my god, what the hell is going on? I'm so confused. It was just rendering with anti-aliasing inside the scene. Man, Unity's actually so buggy. Unity is actually so buggy. It was just rendering with anti-aliasing inside here, so the depth testing wasn't working when it's supposed to be doing that inside the game editor. So like the huge question is, why was it doing that? Why was anti-aliasing being applied? That's really buggy, man. That's just disappointing. Oh, yeah. Not a fan of the state of Unity. Alright, so... Okay. Does it work? Oh my god, it works! Yes! Custom shaders are the best, man. There we go. So now we have anti-aliasing, and we've got world space UIs with proper depth testing. So our world space UI will actually have post-processing applied to it, which some people might like that, some people might not like that. It's the way it is. Can't really choose it, 'cause it's the way Unity works. Alright. Oh man, I was actually thinking for a bit that there's going to be no way for us to get that working. No matter what, it's going to tell us, or no matter what, we're not going to be able to get the depth testing working for the UI, but we did. Yay. Alright. Man, I don't want to keep Unity up now. Like, I swear Unity is what caused that blue screen of death at the end of the day, because it's like, I do a bunch of other stuff on the GPU, and I never get a blue screen of death. Like, I cap out 100% GPU usage, and like render super expensive shaders, and it never blue screens of death. Never blue screens. But then I use Unity, and I get a blue screen? Okay. Alright. Alright, I'll be right back. So, okay. So for Hopton's Trip, I said, oh man, I can't wait to finish Hopton's Trip. I'm never going to touch Unity again. Now I'm finishing this cartoon render pipeline, and I'm saying, man, I can't wait to finish this cartoon render pipeline. I'm never going to touch Unity again. What is the next thing I say? What is the next thing going to be? Oh, I'm not going to finish Y, or I'm not going to I can't wait to finish Y so I never touch Unity again. God damn it. Cool story, Bob? It's not really a cool story. It's like aggravating. I guess I gotta be more like Bob Ross. Happy little trees. You never hear Bob Ross bitching about his brushes and stencil. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe Bob Ross does actually go like, oh man, I wish this paintbrush worked better. Good title for YouTube clickbait. I finished this YouTube game to never touch Unity again. My last game in Unity. That's not bad clickbait. Or I don't know about clickbait, but I think that would attract a lot of people. Hey man, I clicked that Tim Baudet video and watched that the other day because it was about Unity not being the best. I've actually been thinking, I literally have been thinking about writing a blog post about describing what I think is wrong with Unity. Because I think it's, first of all, it's a good thing, like, just complaining about stuff is one thing, but saying how you could make it better. And it's like, I'm working on my own engine in JavaScript and was in C++ before. It's like, taking what's wrong with Unity can be insanely useful for my own development. Well, yeah, that's the thing, is it's like, what even is wrong with Unity? Because there's so much that goes into a game engine and is a game engine. Like, a game engine is such a giant thing. There's so many things that can be wrong and right at the same time. And you'll arguably, like I was saying before, there's arguably no such thing as perfect. Like how I was saying the other day, I think the only thing that would be considered a perfect engine is if you had like infinite poly count somehow. You didn't have to worry about like optimization. You could just like make as complex a scene as you want, and it doesn't matter. Like that would be a perfect engine. And then like try other engines and compare to Unity. Maybe you'll run back to Unity because it's best engine for you. So I've tried Unreal Engine. I tried Construct 2D, the JavaScript and HTML5 engine in the early days, which is, I tried that as an alternative to GameMaker. Oh yeah, I tried GameMaker back in the day too. And like, I have to say, they all are good at different things. Like, I would honestly suggest, if you don't really know programming, Construct is better for making 2D games than Unity, if you don't know programming. Like, I swear to God. And it's all because they have focused on 2D rendering. Like, that is, like, the developers of the game made the engine, or the developers of the engine made the engine while making 2D games. And it really shows. Like, Unreal Engine, it's great if you just want to do photorealistic stuff. You just want to throw in materials, have them just be realistic out of the box. You want to do really high quality stuff, but if you're trying to make a 2D game that's running on like many different platforms, Unreal Engine's fucking horrible. It's way too slow. Like, and in a 2D game, you don't want it to look realistic out of the box. So I kind of like Unity because it's kind of like a middle ground where it's like it's not all about realism. You can get it optimized and running fairly well on other platforms. But it's like, yeah, I do think from what I've seen, Godot is a really good engine. But at this point, I'm like, what does it offer me that Unity and Unreal Engine doesn't? And I don't really see anything. Like you've said, the SDFGI is cool, but I'm not interested in like using other people's SDFGI. I'm interested in making my own and implementing my own. What are some other engines besides Godot as well? There was that Armor. Is it Armor engine? That's like you use Blender. You use Blender as the level editor. This honestly looks pretty good. Armor Paint is, oh my god, AI powered texture authoring? Dude, I didn't even know they had this. What the hell? It has auto tiling? Wow, this is crazy. This is like Photoshop's content aware fill. When did they come out with this? When did they come out with Armor Lab? I'm really curious what language they programmed this in, that it runs on Android, iPhone, and oh, it's in Haxel. Interesting. Where's the thing that you view what languages are included? Wow, this is made in Haxel. I guess there's no manual yet. Yeah, Haxel is pretty cool. Okay, this looks insanely good. AI powered texture authoring PBR materials by dragging and dropping your photos. Base color, height, normal map, occlusion, and roughness from a photo using a pre-trained neural network. Like, is this really free? Like, there's no way this is free. No, it's in construction. See, here's the thing though. It looks like it's going to be free and open source. Yeah, so this isn't even released yet. I wonder if it will be free. I mean, like, they're releasing it open source, so it seems ridiculous to me for it to be open source but not free. I wonder what Armor Paint uses for. What are live link plugins? I heard about these before. Oh, it's an Unreal Engine plugin system. Check Play Canvas. I will check Play Canvas next. And Play Canvas has games to play, so I'm actually kind of excited to. I think we're going to play some Play Canvas games. So I'm wondering what, like, is this node-based programming system through Haxel? I'm curious how they did the node-based programming. No, this is going to give me a bunch of Node.js stuff. You were right, distributed binaries are paid. Okay, I cannot find anything related to the node-based programming. ArmorPaint nodes mimic Cycles nodes. Oh my god, how did they mimic Cycles nodes? I'm so curious how they did this. Like, is it literally just the same thing as Cycles nodes? So 3D Engine Core library. Immediate Mode UI library. What language is Ka? I wonder if it uses Ka's node base. I wonder if this has a node-based system. Interesting. I'm still curious. How do they do the node-based programming for this? Okay, so apparently the node-based system compiles to GLSL because I found this GitHub post where they talk about custom node code, and it's in GLSL. Hello, POTUS. I'm reading about the ArmorPaint engine, or Armory 3D engine, and ArmorPaint, and the source code behind it, and I'm trying to figure out the source code they use for this node-based editing system, because they mimic the Blender Cycles nodes, which is kind of insane, because Blender's Cycles nodes is massive. Okay, I think we got some info here. How does ArmorPaint handle complex node trees? Is it stock Blender code? The shader builder code is custom. Alright, so it builds to shaders and the guy programmed it custom. This guy's awesome, dude. Let's follow him. Lubos. I like his name. Alright, let's check out Play Canvas. So yeah, Play Canvas is an HTML5 or WebGL engine. It is amazing, honestly. It's basically a full engine where you have a full editor I don't know, I'm assuming they still do on the Explore page. They have a page where people share their games. But yeah, you can see here, it's basically a full editor like Unity. Just use Kisme. I have no idea, like, is that an engine or a library or what? Oh no, this is going to be on the Disney website. Oh, this is... Oh. Well, this is apparently built with Playcasmus, so... Did I just say Playcasmus? Kiss my dick. Oh, damn, dude. You showed me. That's funny. I was really hoping he would come up with something like, man, there's so many better things than Kiss My Dick. Like, alright, so this is basically a Scratch. This is literally emulating Scratch. So that's not really that amazing, but this one looks good. After the flood, Mozilla turned to PlayCanvas. Let's do ultra quality. Probably too slow. Yeah, I'm kind of getting some frame rate drops already, but let's see. No, you know what? It's actually running pretty good. Alright. Yeah, dude, PlayCanvas is pretty good. We got those nice water reflections. It's obviously got some cube map stuff going on. Oh my god, I just realized the clouds are moving in the reflection. Wait, I just realized there is... Holy shit. We have full-on reflections. Are you joking me? Like, is this actually real reflections? Dude, how is it doing this? I am amazed. It's actually doing proper planar reflections. How? Do you think it's actually rendering the scene twice? Like, it must be rendering the scene twice in one way or another. Okay, so far I am impressed and I haven't even left the starting area. And yeah, no loading screens. It's may not be a mirror, just mirror mesh. I was also thinking that, but it has our player moving in it. Oh, you know what would be the big test? If the reflections in the window have reflections from the water. If the reflections from the water have the reflections from the window. No, it looks like it's just a white... It looks like it's just a white mesh in the reflection. But still, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Oh, so I thought those were clouds, but I wonder... Dude, do you think these are volumetric clouds? I'm actually thinking these are volumetric clouds. They kind of look like they have volume. just basic ones, but they are still volumetric. I'm honestly impressed by this so far. It seems like the engine devs really know what they're doing. Like, it's not just that they have all these features, it's that it's actually running really well. This isn't the whole game, is it? There has to be more than this. Looks like they use MSAA, yep. Wait, was this the whole thing? Was this the whole thing? Like, I swear to God, we can go inside there or something. Like, what? There has to be more. Okay, I guess it didn't say it's over, but I'm assuming it's over. Kind of disappointed in Mozilla there. I thought that was going to be better. Okay, I'm very skeptical. Okay, let's try RoboStorm. Oh my God, is this online? Logging in? RoboStorm.io. So, okay, they literally support IO games. Man, I'm actually impressed with Play Canvas. That's pretty amazing. Alright. Yeah, dude, it runs very well. Like, you're right, though. This works better than, like, WASM. Or WebASM. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm assuming I'm fighting bots. Damn. Yeah, I'm fighting bots, I think. You have better user experience from JavaScript games than WASM. Oh, so this is my teammate. I just figured that out. I'm dumb. I think that's a real person who's just AFK. Because, like, the bot here immediately attacks me when I'm visible. Destroying. Alright. Anyways, Play Canvas is good. It's honestly... Oh shit, my browser's crashing. My browser's crashing now for whatever reason. I guess it was something about that homepage. All right. Man, looking at other engines like that is really good though. Like, oh man, I feel like Armor Paint and Armor Lab, like free, nearly. I'm assuming they're cheaper than Substance Painter, and like that's amazing though. Like any cheaper Substance Painter alternative is so good, so good. And AI Lab sounds really, really good. All right, we'll get back to working on our little scene here. I want to get this done. Hold on. Maybe go get some like pop or something. All right, we'll put a bunch of trees around. I feel like I should set up. I think I'll set up the first little interactive thing here and let you toggle the directional light options from that. So, what should I make the interactive points look like? I'm gonna have some text there saying, like, do this to interact. I kind of feel like doing a button, but hmm. I need something that, like, is obvious to the person playing that this is where you go. So I think I'm gonna do an animation of, like, some, like, cubes or something going up and down. So it looks like a shining spot that you're supposed to go. I'm wondering, I guess I'll do a procedural animation for this. I'm just thinking like animating it with Unity would actually be worse than me just writing some sine or cosine waves to animate it. So and I'm also gonna need like a trigger to detect it anyways, so what do I call it? Feature spot? Feature trigger? I'm just thinking how I could do like a cylinder type thing. I'm actually thinking just doing like a cylinder would work. See how a cylinder looks with like an additive texture. I'm still gonna need to animate it, but no, yeah, I'm gonna do the animated system I was thinking of. Oh, it hasn't compiled yet. Wait. Because the script class cannot be found, make sure there are no compiler errors. Okay, let's try reopening it. What? Why is this not compiling? Let's try writing some code in it. Or there... Oh my god, we forgot to rename this. Of course. Alright, so I think I'll want to do scaling and transform for this over time. We'll set them up beforehand though. There we go. I don't know if I want to try doing these with cylinders first or spheres. So then the question is, do I want to do additive? I don't think I want to do additive because it's going to be a white background and you're not going to be able to really see it. I don't know why there's that line right there. I guess that's where there's overdraw. Yeah, okay, so we'll just do cull face. I don't know if we want to do cull face back or front. And also I just realized I want this to be unlit. And there's no... There's no unlit option that has transparent colors. God damn it. I guess the idea is instead of an unlit, you can do a mission. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to stick with that. I feel like I should make these different colors. Or do like some special blending. Like I feel like there is a... Is there a subtraction? I just swear there was a way to do subtract blend modes. I guess not. I don't actually need it here. I was just curious. Alright, let's try doing 3 of these and add them to this glow array. See if you can add multiple at once. No, you can't. Okay. And I think I might do different colors for each of these because I think it would make a better effect, but we'll see. wonder about just repeating this over time, like doing mod 2 -1, so they'll just go up and down over time. And we can scale this by like a sine wave. Let's see how that appears. All right, too big scaling. Yeah, -1 will definitely be too much. Okay, that's a bit better. I feel like making them alternating colors. Yeah, so like doing additive makes it a lot harder to see. Alright, that looks decent. I'm good with that coloring. I'm gonna fix up the animation. I think having it reset to the bottom actually isn't that good. So if I was going to do that, I should actually have the time reset so that it's a constant looped animation. Mod. Let's see if that's better or worse, having them lined up. It might make it pop more. That actually kind of looks like a fire. Making it move slow or animate slower could also help. I also think yellow might not be good because it looks like it doesn't look like what I'm going for. Maybe go with a blue like that. Yeah, that looks like what I'm going for. But that's the color I'm going for and the look of the material, but that is not the kind of animation yet. Now what if we scaled this down as it went lower? See, this is probably the worst part about Unity, is constantly waiting for C# scripts to compile. Alright, that's a bit better. Alright, almost better. Get a bit more wobble in there. Now they almost seem too synchronized. Now it almost seems too synchronized. Damn it. Why does that end up synchronized and not waving a whole bunch? I guess they wave differently, it's just this scaling downward kind of stops it. Yeah, why are these all synchronized? This doesn't make sense. They're not supposed to be waving together. Plus I mod 6. Huh. So these should be at different scales. Okay, so I guess if I get specific frequencies, it synchronizes them. Interesting. So that's not what we want. Alright. I feel like I need the waving going slower and the movement going faster, so they're more equal. Okay, that was weird. Unity was just all black. Kind of scares me after having a blue screen of death earlier. Alright, I'm happy with that. So this is going to mark a feature. So this is where the player is going to want to go. And we're going to, of course, add a trigger collider here. Where the player will walk to trigger it. And then I'm wondering what sort of animation I should do. When I toggle the feature. And the other thing is, yeah, I'm going to need to add code to toggle a bunch of these features. I think the first thing we're going to do is the directional light here. So then, yeah, how am I going to implement these features? I'm thinking of just doing an enum. I think this should work in Unity. Alright, so then in here we're going to toggle the directional light. And I'm wondering if I should start this with everything off. So we actually need to like enable the directional light for it to work. Yeah, I feel like I should do some animation for when it's enabled. Alright, so what special animation are we going to play? I think we'll just put up the scale massively as it goes up. So this will probably do divide by 0 at some point. Maybe not. We'll see. Why is this not animating? Oh, it didn't set these when I changed it. So, yeah, okay, divided by 0. That's what I thought. Okay. That's kind of what I'm going for. Except on a bigger scale. Okay, so if I draw back faces, this will actually work. Alright, I guess that's good enough. Oh, here we go. This is actually what I'm looking for. I should actually change this inside the animation. Would it? I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, I guess that looks alright. I'm wondering about changing the color of the text when you discover the feature. Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm wondering about doing this with one color, like red, and then when you discover it, it switches it to blue and says, like, discovered or found. Hmm. Let's see how that looks. I wonder if there's a way to change the sorting layer in this. So that this is rendered after. Nice! So we can increase the queue. Make it rendered after everything. Beautiful. I actually didn't think I didn't think that was in here. Wait. Common opaque. Typical sorting objects. Geometry last. Geometry last to overlay. Nice. Well, I guess that works. That's cool. So I should be able to change this to overlay, actually. What if we do overlay? And is this inclusive? Nice, it works and it renders over it. Okay. So I'm wondering if I should actually... I'm thinking I might do this thing where it says feature directional light, and then when you walk over it, it actually adds more text here, like after you discover it. I think that would be a really good way of doing it. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to cut off after here. Let's see if it returns an index of new line. See if that works. Okay, it kind of worked. It kind of worked. Plus discovered. Okay. So now what I'm wondering is, should I have this toggle like the shadows? I guess I'll have it toggle the whole directional light. I'm just wondering how I should toggle this. I might do a features object, and then it's like a static object, and I attach all of like the directional lights and things onto it. Alright, what should I do for the description about this? I feel like also not doing the text here, but instead doing it in code, but I guess this would be easier. Directional light. Hard and... How do I describe the directional light? Basic shadow support. Dithered shadows. Is there a way to make this text area bigger? Or, yeah, convince you to use a text area? Okay, I can literally just do text area. That's nice. It says it's able to have configurable height, but I don't see any height configuration here. Hold on. Oh, we can specify the max lines and min lines. Okay, cool. Shadow mapping with hard dithered shadows. Global directional light. I'm actually curious, did I do the property volume? No, it's not part of the property volume. Maybe I should add a property volume system to the cartoon directional light. I actually think that would be useful. Instead of just a cartoon camera property, a cartoon directional light. See, the issue with this... okay, so this is actually a good test, is I should implement this with post-processing. I think, yeah, so I need to implement the post-processing in the property volume system, and then that will show me as well how I should do it for the directional light, because whatever works for the post-processing will work for the directional light. Maybe we'll do post-processing as one of the next features, because that'll be fun. One. Property volumes and supports shadow mapping with hard or dithered shadows. Directional light, global directional light, configurable through property volume, support shadow mapping with hard or dithered shadows. Alright, so that definitely makes a difference. Okay, that's kind of... I like that. Alright. That's cool. So we go through and we toggle little features. Alright. I think that's going to be it for the development now. I might be back later tonight. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. Wow, there's like a fading effect on my face when I'm in low light. It's the camera's like doing something to account for the low exposure. Anyways, that'll be it for the development. I'm pretty happy with that because I've set a I have a direction now. We're gonna go with this scene. I know like how we're gonna show off these features. I basically did the core of this feature trigger system, where when you walk over these little glowing boundaries, it triggers the features like this directional light, and then gives you a little bit of information about the feature. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that so far. So we'll just flesh that out more. I'm actually excited to work on post-processing too, because I do like doing post-processing effects, and I said I was going to program some post-processing effects for the cartoon render pipeline. So yeah. Alright, hope everyone's having a good day, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I'll see you around. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.